amazing artist. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Welcome to week 3 of our Winter Birds project. Today we are going to be doing some collaging. That means we're going to be cutting and gluing. Last time we made these beautiful birch trees using a scrape painting technique. We are going to cut these out and we're going to glue them to a background piece of paper. For our background, we're going to use blue because that's going to represent the sky. So what you're going to need are your birch trees, a new piece of paper to glue your trees onto. I'm going to be using a little glue setup with a glue cup and a glue brush. This helps me control my glue a lot better. I'm also going to be using a pair of scissors, and since I'm going to be using some messy glue, I also have a messy mat under my work so I don't get any sticky mess on my table. And that is everything that you're going to need today, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do, of course, is write my name on my brand new piece of paper because I want everybody to know that this one is mine. Once I write my name on my paper, I'm going to flip it over, so now my name is on the back. You see that? I wrote my name anywhere I wanted to, and then I flipped it over. Now my name is on the back. We don't want a collage on the same side as our name because then we're just going to cover it up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along these lines right in between our birch trees. There are 1, 2, 3 lines that we need to cut today. And I'm going to be using my very best scissor safety. That means my scissors are always going to be pointed away from my body. My thumb is in the small hole of my scissors. I can only fit 3 fingers into this part of my scissors, but maybe you can fit all 4. Maybe you can only fit 2. Really depends on what is most comfortable for you. When we're cutting, our thumb is always on top. This hand is called my lazy hand, and he's going to be holding my birch trees. And he is going to hold the paper while my scissors open and close. My scissors are just opening and closing, and they are cutting away from my body. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of my trees out, and then I will be right back to show you the next step. I just cut out all 4 of my birch trees, and we are done with our scissors now, so we can put those in a safe place. And after you cut all your trees out, you're gonna have to make a choice, okay? You can use 2 of your trees in your background. You could use 3 of your trees if you want to, but we don't have enough room for all 4. So you can choose your 2 favorite trees that you made, or you could choose 3 of your favorites that you made. Now remember, Miss M made a little mistake on this tree, so maybe I don't want to use that in my final artwork. So I can just set that off to the side. Maybe I want to use this one instead. However, this one has a little rip in it somehow. I don't know how that happened. And that's easy fix. If that happens to you, we can just glue it back together. But for me, I think I just want to have 2 trees in my background. But you could have 2 or you could have 3. But we do not have room for all 4 of our trees. So choose your favorite 2 or your favorite 3 trees. And then we are going to glue them to our new piece of paper. And to glue them, I'm going to flip my tree over. I'm going to grab my glue cup, and this can get pretty messy, so we need to remember a couple of things. When we're adding our glue, if you get too much and it starts dripping like this, mine is dripping a lot, we can say to ourselves, drip, drip, wipe it on the lip of our glue cup, not the lips on your face, silly head. Ew, don't wipe this glue on your mouth. The lip of our glue cup is the outer edge, or this top part of our glue. Drip, drip, wipe it on the lip of our glue cup, not the lips on your face. Okay, once you have some glue on your glue brush, you're gonna bring your tree over and you're gonna start doing dot dots, not a lot, all the way around the edge of your trees. The reason why we do dot dot not a lot is because we don't need a lot of glue. If you were to glob this glue all over the back of your tree, then we would have a big old sticky mess on our hands and it would be way too much glue. So that's why we do dot dot not a lot all the way around the edge of our tree. We don't even need to put glue in the middle because that would be too much glue. We only need dots around the edge. So you can sing to yourself while you're doing this. Dot, dot, not a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. All the way around the edge of your tree. Do we need to put glue in the middle? No, we don't need glue in the middle. That would be too much glue, okay? Also, don't forget, drip, drip, wipe it on the lip of your glue cup, because if it starts dripping all over your artwork, then it's gonna be very messy. Drip, drip, wipe it on the lip, not your lips though. And I'm gonna continue doing all my dots all the way around the edge. My tree has the glue dots all the way around the edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna carefully flip it over. Trying not to get glue on my fingers. If you do get glue on your fingers, you can just wipe it on your messy mat. And I wanna line up the top of my tree with the top of my paper. And I'm gonna glue my first one over on the left side, okay? If we glue it right in the middle, we might not have room for the rest of our tree. So start on the left side, and I'm gonna line up the top of my tree with the top of my blue paper, and I'm going to press it down right at the top, and then I'm gonna carefully lay the rest of my tree down. And since we lined up the top of the tree with the top of our paper, then the bottom of our tree should also line up with the bottom of our paper. And I'm just gonna carefully press this down very, very gently. And once I feel confident that all of the edges are glued down, I'm gonna do the famous wiggle test, and I'm gonna flip it over and wiggle it just a little bit very carefully. If you wiggle it too hard, then it will probably fall off. You only need to wiggle it a little bit. If some of your edges are coming off, then you're gonna need to add a little bit more glue. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing to my second tree. I'm gonna flip it over, add my dots all the way around the edge, and then I'm gonna glue it down to my paper, making sure the top of my tree lines up with the top of my paper. Carefully press it down and then do a wiggle test, and I'll be right back and I'll show you what it looks like. I just finished gluing my second tree, and I did the wiggle test and nothing fell off, so I am good to go. After you cut and glue either 2 of your trees, or maybe you have 3 of your favorite trees on here, then you are done for today. I hope you guys have a lot of fun cutting and gluing or collaging your trees onto your background paper. I can't wait to see how they turn out. I know they're going to be amazing because you guys are amazing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.